Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will learn about useContext hook in React. Normally we pass data from parent to child using props, but sometimes components are highly nested and it becomes difficult to pass and manage them. Context makes the data available with the child without the need of passing it through whole of the tree, hence removing the problem of prop drilling. Prop drilling is the situation where we pass data from the top level of the component to each of the child just to reach to the last child or the middle child. So these two becomes an unnecessary carrier of the props. To resolve this we use context. Let's check this with the use of code. I have a normal React application running. This is the app.js file. First I'm going to create three other components and we are going to nest them. Okay, now what I'm going to do in app.js, I will call component A. In component A.js, I will call component B, and in component B.js, I will call component C. So in this way, we are going to nest it. So you can see this in app.js, app component is coming from the app component file. Then we are calling component A. In component A we have this printed, so component A is being printed first and then we are calling component B. So we go inside component B and component B gets printed on the UI. Then we go inside component C and component C is getting printed. What I want one data that is present in app.js. Let's assume it is a state and that I want to be printed from component c.js. Okay, so in normal situation or in a prop drilling situation, what I will do, let me first declare the state. So this is the state, and in order to pass it to component C, what I will have to do, I will have to pass this as a prop over here. Then again I will go to component A. Then again I will pass that as a prop. Like here I will be passing data from app equal to data from app. Okay, then again coming to this. First I need to take it. Okay, then coming to component B, again I will have to first take the prop, then again pass it. Okay, then finally coming to component C, I will be able to use it. Okay, okay, so in this case component A did not need that data, component B also did not need that data, component C also was not needing that data, and I had to pass through all of them, and hence this is leading to a prop drilling situation. I wanted to run the setter, then I would have to pass it through all the components in order to reach component C. So in order to avoid all of this prop drilling situation, we use context. In order to use it, you need to create one more file as the context file. I will name it data context. We generally give the name as something then context, okay, to distinguish from other files. So import, first we are going to create context. Okay, then I'm going to export it. You can do this in one line as well, just writing it directly means creating the context directly. Okay, coming to app.js, wherever you want to use the context, you will have to wrap that to make it as a provider. You will have to wrap that component so that all of the child components present there, whatever are wrapped inside it, all of them get access to this context. Okay, so I want to wrap it across component A. All whole of this I will wrap. Okay, we'll just do data context. You need to import again the way you import normal components. You will have to write provider. Okay, and this is how you do it. And now whatever values I want to pass, I will have to pass it over here. Okay, so I want the value to be my data from app. Okay, and in this situation I'm going to remove all of the props that I'm having earlier. Okay, now I want to use that context over here. I have wrapped the whole of my component A over here, or you can wrap directly app also in the context provider. So I have wrapped it over here. Coming to component C where I need the data, I am going to use context over here. Import first. Okay, and then you will say the value which you are going to take. It was data. It was data from app. I'm using the same name right now. Okay, use context. Okay, we see the data coming over here. Let me modify this data over here. I will write just Bhavya Verma, and you see the data is also coming over here. Now similarly I want to pass a function which is present in my app.js file and want to run it through the use of button click in component C. So let me write a function first. Data context, this file we don't need, I'm closing it right now. Okay, you can write over here. Okay, now I will directly go to component C. Here I will make a button. When you are passing a number of values, then again you will have to change the values present over here. So instead of writing it like this, you are going to write it double curly brackets, the first value which you are going to pass, then the function which I am passing, handle click. In component say similarly, you will write it in the bracket and write the other function which you are taking. In the button, the way we write any function, on click what should run, the handle click, which is again I'm passing from the context. Okay, now when I click it, okay, and it says hello Bhavya, so it runs. Now what I want to do is run a setter, means I want to modify this one, set data from app, using the setter. Okay, so I will pass this setter as well in my props. Coming to componency again, I will have to get this from the context first. Okay, and I will write a function which will modify my setter, modify my state. Okay, I will just create a copy of that button. Okay, now as soon as I click this button, this value should update from Abhavya Verma to hello world. So let's see, and it changes. So this is how you can use context to pass your function, your setters, your state, everything to the child without the need of passing it in the other components like component B, or if you're having a further a nested component, this is a small tree. You can have even bigger tree, though it is not suggested to have a too much deeply nested components, but in case the situation arises, use context can come to rescue. So this was all about use context. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.